about the people who you work with. Is there someone you really vibe with? If so, it's likely because you have shared interests and experiences. A local startup called Thread works to increase the chances of those immediate work friendships by facilitating new connections based on common interests. The company's work recently expanded to schools. Steve is down in the ARC Lounge right now with Thread's co-founder and CEO, Aaron Chasan, and Adina Rosenberg, a special education teacher with the Bellevue School District. Steve?
I feel like you're talking about us, right, Tyra? That special creation or special bond between both of us. It's nice to have you both into the ARC Lounge this morning. How are you?
Doing good.
And
well,
this seems like a really cool startup and a really cool partnership that you guys have created. And Aaron, I want to start with you, since I'm sure a lot of people have not heard of Thread before. Talk about what was behind the creation of Thread and how it works.
Yep, so Thread was originally created because of my work as an HR consultant.
Okay.
And so I was helping companies figure out how to design their future of work model. So who's going to go back to the office, how often, how to make those decisions. And overwhelmingly, the biggest piece of feedback that came out of those conversations was how concerned folks were about staying socially connected.
Okay.
This was back in 2021.
I was going to say, this sounds like pandemic times.
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that theme hasn't reversed. Folks are still quite isolated, and we haven't bounced back to pre-pandemic levels, and there's no indication that we really will when it comes to connectivity. And so, design Thread to solve for this problem. So what we do is we connect coworkers or students or members of whatever organization to each other based on their shared interests.
Okay.
So the way that it actually works is folks will fill out our interest inventory. Then after they're done telling us about the things that they love to do, they'll get a persona, which might be like an adventure traveler or an artist or a board gamer, whatever it may be, kind of like personality quiz style. Then our algorithm will run and it will start creating these stitches. Those are our interest-based one-on-ones. It'll say, Steve, meet Aaron, you both love board games and tennis. And
You guys should be friends or hang out together, right?
The news. Yeah, you should be friends, and here's a time for you two to connect.
And I know that most of the work, at least over the last couple of years for you, has focused on business, but there's been some new connections with schools. Why go into that realm?
Well, the reason is sitting next to me. So Adina and I have known each other for years, and she knew about Thread and the work that we were doing, and mentioned that this would be a really great fit at the Evergreen program for within Bellevue Schools. I was really excited about this because before even working with businesses, the first pilot Thread ever did was with a summer camp. So working with young people is something that I'm really passionate about and really love, and was really excited about the opportunity.
What attracted you to this Thread company, this startup, and talk about, you're a special education teacher, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so talk about some of the challenges that maybe your students face in making some of those connections with other people.
So in the Evergreen Transition Program, we support students 18 to 22 building different skills they'll need for adulthood. So that looks like vocational training, independent living skills, learning how to take the bus and grocery shop, other types of skills. And as a program, we've been wanting to expand to really focus on supporting students meaningfully developing social connections. As Aaron mentioned, we've known each other since college, and so I was aware of Thread's technology, and this fall we talked about creative ways to use the existing technology in a new setting.
And part of that is through what are called, connection events, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So connection events where students are connected with their stitches.
Okay, and you guys have had 3 of those so far.
Yep.
With the same program, so 3 with Bellevue Schools, and how did they go?
Amazing.
Good.
I would say probably the 3 most fun days of my career. Yeah, really rewarding, fulfilling work. It was awesome seeing students, connecting with their stitch, their match that they have a lot in common with, coming back to our stitch station where they, received their stitch, matches, and then telling us how excited they were, what they matched over, things that they did together, and kind of buzzing. It was really fun.
What was it like for you to sort of watch the connections that were made during these?
It was so much fun. As Aaron said, our most recent event was actually last week. My class hosted a pajama paradise party where students arrived at the party, were matched with their top 3 stitches, got to see their common interests, baking, anime, skiing, whatever, and then were given an array of activities to choose from to do with their stitches. So limbo, cornhole, dance party, waffle bar. And it was
I love
it was
that.
a great party.
Yeah.
It was really fun to watch students connect across classrooms. Oftentimes in special education, students experience a lot of social isolation, especially after age 22. And some of that has to do with an over-reliance on adult staff, support staff. Students are often more comfortable connecting with teachers or paraeducators than they are with peers. So Thread gave the opportunity for students to have conversation starters on shared interests, and then our parties, our events, gave those connections and opportunity to bloom really naturally.
And I know the connection events, at least with the partnership that you guys have, are fairly new, but have you noticed a difference in the students already? And if so, what is that?
Yeah, I already have a list of really fun connections across classrooms. Students I didn't expect to be friends with each other.
Oh, that's great.
We're in the dance party, dancing it up for 45 minutes.
Just let loose.
Exactly. And so the goal is that they do maintain these connections and friendships after graduation.
Yeah, just lifelong friendships that just started over a connection that you make in school. What is it like for you? I mean, I know you talked about how this is probably one of the most, cool things that you've seen throughout your career, but what is it like for you who created this startup so many years ago to see its lasting potential impact on making those lifelong connections between people?
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. Been working with various organizations for years and collecting a lot of feedback about the impact of these connections that we're facilitating, but a lot of that is around, how much employee engagement has increased, how much retention has increased. And we're seeing these numbers come back and they're really good, and that's wonderful, but being able to be in person, watching two students go from basically strangers to friends in 30 minutes is amazing.
Just kind of like the icing on the cake, so to speak, right? What's next for Thread?
So, hopefully more of this kind of work. We're really excited about a few projects that we have coming up, working with internships within organizations, so helping that group of folks kind of a similar age get connected with each other, and then with also full-time employees. So that should be really fun. Hoping to work with more schools and employee resource groups at other organizations to help underrepresented communities find connection. And then, of course, we're hoping to get more funding to do this exact thing with Evergreen next year.
And we should mention, I think this was possible because of some funding through the Bellevue Schools Foundation. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. And hopefully there will be more connection events already planned between you guys?
Yes, we hope so.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much. And congrats on your success. And thank you both for coming in this morning.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
All
Appreciate
about
it, Steve.
connection. Yes, we love seeing that. And potentially, like they just said, lifelong friendships that will last for a lifetime.
And that's so critical, especially for young people as they're developing and as they are in school. Yeah, thank you for that, Steve. They're doing great work.
Yes, they are.